So you want to hear school students talk about their travel experiences, learnings, escapades, episodes, knowledge, incidents from all the corners of the globe. Terra Talk, platform from where young voices reach out to the world. Brought to you by EdTerra Adventures, committed to truly educational student travel.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Terra Talk. This episode is brought to you by the students of GEMS International. I, Aditi, along with my peers Vanya, Shivi, Sana, Sagar, Sargun, Sandhi and Ayana. A fun-packed trip with our friends was ever so memorable. Let's hear about it right from the start.
Terra Talk, a platform from where young voices reach out to the world.
Hi all, the journey from Gurugram to Ranthambore took approximately 8 hours, including a short breakfast break. We left at 5:30 from our school, but believe it or not, we were full of energy. We danced all the way through the ride, vibing to Punjabi songs. We just couldn't wait to reach there and uncover the mysteries of Ranthambore. And the moment we reached, we were awestruck by the beauty and the greenery of Ranthambore.
Our tired souls, exhausted by dancing, we had a lip-smacking lunch. We left in the canter to one of the oldest forts in Ranthambore. We had a 3-kilometer walk hike upwards towards the sun. Most of us even tied threads near the Ganeshi temple and wished for having a successful future. Moreover, we saw a slay view of the lake and the honeysuckle scent of the trees near us. It was such a wonderful experience with EdTerra.
We woke up at 5 o'clock. It was freezing and I didn't even have a jacket. I was white and blue.
This was my first time waking up at 4 a.m. It was so dark, I thought it was night.
We entered the canters according to the groups. It was really uncomfy and 100% they were over the speed limit.
When we reached there, it was already 7:30. The entry was extra creepy, covered with moss and the worst smell ever.
I don't know about you, but the zone that I went to, Zone 6, I had a great time, except for the fact that I was freezing.
After roaming around for a little bit, we heard a few rustles in the bushes, and immediately the canter was shut off and it was a deer.
We went around for a few hours and the sun had already risen. Apparently, one of the groups had seen 3 tigers. Impossible. That's pretty much it. Thank you.
After a fun yet exhausting journey to Ranthambore Fort, we headed back to the resort. After our meals and refreshments, we headed back to our rooms. But soon were called down for a surprise that was awaiting us. We assembled down, waiting impatiently for what was next to come. Shortly after, few men dressed up in Rajasthan's religious attire set up an instrumental performance. Side note, Rajasthan's clothing is super colorful and cheering. Moving on, they played the best playlist of Bollywood songs with which we all vibe. Few minutes go by and we think that we are moving back to our rooms. But wait, there's more. After that musical remedy, they took us in a camel costume, stood up, played a drum/tabla beat, and we danced all around the ground. I thought it ended too early, mainly because of the fun we had, but guess what? They took out puppets in Rajasthan's cultural attire and showed their dance. It was so funny yet astonishing. Of course, we couldn't end there, so they sprinkled a small dance on top, after which we headed back to our rooms for another long day.
First, we assembled in the resort's ground. We left in our allotted buses to go to the NGO. After reaching the NGO, we took some group photos and went in. Inside, we saw how the handmade clothes, bags, toys, etc. are made. Then we went to the shop to look and buy things. After that, we boarded our buses and went back to the resort.
Hi all, it's Ayana. So the overall conclusion of this trip was, it was so fantastic trip. We had a lot of fun. We got to learn about so many things which we weren't aware of. Exploring new places was an eye-opening experience for us. We got to know about the history of the fort. We gained knowledge about the animals, saw the hard working of the people of NGO. We formed strong bonds with our friends. So we, the students of GEMS International School, Gurugram, having an amazing experience in Terra Talk. See you again with an amazing episode.
Like what you're listening? Stay tuned for new podcasts on edterra.com/Terra Talk.